Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today I'll be reviewing another obscure film, and this is going to be a Kung Fu title again. This one is the one I'll be reviewing, and I guess you can say this will be my first Kung Fu movie review of 2019. Well, I'm just trying to bring some positivity into this beginning of the year, I guess you can say. You're going to actually find this film on DVD, and the widescreen edition, you are able to find the unedited version depending where you go. Just the version I saw had some piss poor quality. That's the only thing we have to complain about it really. And yeah, it has the actress, my dear folks, whom I spoke about before in my previous videos. But like always, that's always a good thing in my honest opinion. She always see a sight to see. And anyway, so of course, like usual, folks, I do have the top of the plot of this film, so let's just get into it, shall we? Oh yeah. So anyway, as you can tell from the title, this is gonna be like a revenge kind of a thing. There is this housekeeper whom is searching for her husband as he seeks revenge on his killers, so to speak. Because let's just say some things had came to light and just some shit went down, and things escalated rather quickly. So of course the housewife, the main character here, has to do something, obviously. And of course, some kick ass fight scenes were ensured, of course. And overall, that's the basic idea of the story. I don't want to spoil it too much, of course. And of course, you have to see that this film does focus on the one actress I just mentioned a moment ago. She's one of the two main characters and does I guess you can say some impressive fight scenes, about half of which is hand to hand, of course. In one of her fight, yeah, definitely in one of her fight scenes, she uses like a bench as a weapon. Yeah, seriously. But it's pretty crazy in a way. She does what she had to do, and it's pretty crazy, folks. And I like that. This is a wild film in many ways, and honestly, I don't mind that really. It's pretty wild in its own little way. So yeah, I can say this film is definitely a lot more creative than some of the other films I've seen nowadays. That's for sure. I do recommend this film because overall, I would say it's pretty good. But be sure you get the unedited version. And like I said before, the version I'm currently reviewing is usually it's the uncut version. It's just the quality of the picture isn't very good, unfortunately. And I mean, there's been multiple companies in America that's released these films, so the picture quality would vary depending on the DVD and depending on where the DVD came from which company. Yes, I know that can get rather convoluted when you think about it. It's extremely hard and really difficult to find the proper version of these films, especially considering that the vast majority of these films will go under different titles. And of course, that also depends on the American company or whatever company that releases this film over here in the United States. So just keep that in mind, folks. It'd be rather frustrating. I wish I could have find the links to buy the proper version, but I was having some tough time myself, honestly. But anyway, if you're able to find the unedited version with good picture quality and good sound, of course, be sure to buy it, of course. New, of course. But overall, I'll say that this was definitely a pretty good film. I like the fight scenes. Obviously, the fight scenes were really well done as a whole. I liked it, the way this was done. A pretty good story. And yes, even though the whole revenge thing has been done multiple times before, I know that. So the film as it is, I liked it, despite my complaint about the quality of the picture. So yeah, it's creative in its own way, I guess you can say, because I like the way the fight scenes worked. It's I guess you can say it's pretty wide in that degree because I know they're definitely using different camera angles or whatever, but the camera angles in which they use in this film, yes, it does happen from multiple times, but it's not up to the point where it just comes off choppy. The fight scenes are definitely not choppy. That's for damn sure. So the way that was handled was pretty well done. So it was really well really well crafted in the editing room, of course. and in the fight scenes, obviously. I like the dialogue, of course. The dialogue is pretty solid as well. I like the music. So, I can say that this is definitely something worth watching, especially if you're somebody that's into this kind of genre. I also recommend it. I've always preferred the kung fu films that take place in sort of period time of Asia, especially in Asia or whatever. I'm not being specific in Asian place. It could be Thailand, sometimes China, Japan, Mongolia, whatever. But and that's the thing, folks. I know there's plenty of kung fu movies that take place in more modern time, which can be okay depending on the director. But usually, I think some of the better kung fu martial arts films I've seen usually take place in the time period of ancient Asia somewhere in that kind of time period setting. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I guess I'm too used to these kinds of films taking place in a specific time and place. I guess. But anyway, I had fun watching this. It's quite enjoyable. And if you haven't seen it, of course, I would say give it a watch. Of course, there's not a whole lot of people talking about this. That's the thing, folks. But that's okay by me because of the fact that I'm always want to review stuff that hardly anyone knows about anyway. So that's basically that's to one of the reasons to why I want to make this YouTube account. Going to stuff, finding gems that hardly anyone will speak about. That's kind of the idea here. So anyway, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's cheaply made. Yes, the budget isn't very big, obviously, but I think that makes it better if you ask me. This film it will get an overall rating of a 6.4 out of 10. It gets a 6.4 out of 10 from me. And as always, thanks for watching and take care.